this is probably the ugliest picture I've ever had to show you on my show. I mean, there's a lot of competition, but this is pretty awful. And this is Life, Liberty, and Levin. And this is Biden operating the most diabolical presidency probably since slavery. And I have to say, the phrase probably since slavery is one of the biggest linguistic dick moves I've seen in a very long time. And the fact that we're looking at these two guys try to out forehead each other is kind of amazing. And I'm holding back so many jokes right now, but I want to hear this. So the most diabolical presidency, probably since slavery. What does that mean? Who was the diabolical president before Lincoln that he's talking about? Since slavery. Since slavery. What the fuck? Okay, I need to hear what this is nonsense about. We might not stay for all of it because I don't give a fuck.
It's an amazing thing.
Yes, it is. It's amazing to look at your head and go, you know what? It's a shame. Somewhere there's an ostrich looking to hatch something and they've got nowhere to sit.
To see how little concern there is among Republicans on Capitol Hill on the Senate side. Of course, we have a corrupt media. Thinks this is all swell. It's just shocking to me how little discussion there is about this right now.
And what is that?
Because they put these things in these massive bills, they pretend that they're budget bills, and they're going to have an enormous effect on the American people. I just want the American people to understand everything I've written in American Marxism is in this bill.
Oh, well, then I don't have to, the bill's available for free, so I don't have to buy your fucking book then. That's good news. Thanks. Thanks, Mark Levin. Is it a footnote, and then you can kind of click on a hyperlink and it goes right to Scribed, or how do I get access to your entire book in the infrastructure bill, which is, I assume, yes, this is 2 out of your 5 eggs for the month. If you're seeing this right now, you only have 3 eggs left. Please use them sparingly.
Mm-hmm. Whether it is no sovereignty, and remember what Gallup said. Gallup said 42 million people south of the border, and that's just south of the border. Forget about the rest of the world. Said
I forget about them. What is there a rest of the world?
If they could, they'd come to the United States.
Well, it's a great place. Obviously, Biden's destroying it, and it's a hell on earth. But they still want to come there, because the beaches are lovely.
What Biden is saying is come to the United States.
Except he isn't.
The Democrats are saying is come to the United States.
Except they aren't.
Yes. But all the rest of it, this massive degrowth movement that they dress up as climate change and a Green New Deal.
Degrowth. It's an interesting economic term. Some of you may not be familiar with, if you don't do the echo like me and Mark Levin, if you don't know the economic superstructures of things with molecular structure, probably were born in a barn.
The economics of that, how that's going to impoverish so many Americans, and the war on success.
The war on success. Well, hopefully, Mark, the war on success plays out just like the war on drugs and the war on poverty. We've seen a drastic rise in both. Since we declared war on drugs, drugs are more available, cheaper, and more dangerous. So if there's a war on success, holy shit, it's like there's going to be a Shark Tank on every corner.
The destruction of the voting system.
The destruction of the voting system, meaning black people will be allowed to vote.
To make it so only one party can ever win.
So you just think blacks and Hispanics aren't going to vote for Republicans ever? They're not going to, no?
Blowing out the Republican state legislatures so they have no say, on and on.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're blowing out the state Republican legislatures so they have no say. Well, not about other fucking states that they don't live in, but states' rights.
Stephen Miller, you study history.
Wait a minute. Stephen Miller? This guy doesn't look like a Stephen to me. He looks like a Nosferatu or a Yuri, probably something like that. I'm here to test out certain things. certain chemicals that will make you tell truth.
Probably the most diabolical.
Seriously, he looks like somebody who walks into a room with a doctor's bag in a spy movie. Pulls out a... I hope you have a strong threshold for pain, Mr. Bond.
Presidency and diabolical Democrat Party, probably since slavery, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, it's ever since.
Joe Biden is the vehicle, the vessel that American Marxists have been waiting for their entire lives to advance their radical program.
Oh, I see. So that whole backing Sanders and Warren thing was just a trick. It was just a, hey, look over here. I really like Bernie Sanders and all of his things. But in reality, I'm going to get the centrist guy to do all my bidding.
And what they are doing is they're putting it all into one bill. Everything you just listed off, from the equity agenda to the destruction of voting rights to the climate agenda.
I guess we're talking about the $3.5 trillion bill.
To, of course, the open borders agenda. And
yes, the open borders agenda, which doesn't exist. But
they reason that if we did...
He does look more like a Rasputin than a Stephen. Yeah.
This in 5 or 6 bills, we would get...
He looks like the most corporate riffraff in the most boring version of Rocky Horror you've ever seen.
Crushed by the sheer weight of the exercise. But they think if we do it all at once in one giant bill, maybe we can get away with it. Well, ultimately, it's up to all of us. It's up to everyone watching this program.
And
it's up to all the American people to say to their senators...
Say to their senators who, it's going to pass with reconciliation, so no one watching this is a Democrat, so the Democrats are going to vote for it, the Republicans are not. What are they supposed to say?
No. Do not...
No.
Pass this bill.
Do not pass this bill. Go straight to jail. Don't get $200. No.
Do not destroy our country.
Yeah. Do not. Sorry. Hello? Yes. Yes. I would like to speak to my senator. Well, I don't know. Arkansas. That can't be who it is. Well, either one. Just put me through to my senator. It's not which half of this. Am I east or what? Does that matter? Is the senators, do they do half north to south, which I would prefer, or east to west? I'm very confused. Just put me. Oh shit! I'm on hold. Proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. Hello, are you my senator? Yes. Hello. No! And something else. What was I supposed to say? I was supposed to say something else. Shit. Wait.
Country, do not take...
Oh, yeah. Do not destroy our country.
Take away our treasured...
Do not take away our treasured what?
American way of life.
Do not take away our treasured American way of life. I don't know. He's not saying anything else. That's all, I guess. No, he's just kind of... I'm just staring now. Yeah, so... are you writing this down? Okay. No, do not destroy our rights. Do not destroy our precious bodily fluids. And do not... Yeah, something like that. I don't know. No! Just remember that. Remember what I said. Thank you. I don't know. I just heard a nah. And then halfway through the call, I heard if you'd like to make a call, please hang up. And I was like, that sounds like my senator. Wait, that was
amazing.
Hold on. That was the end of it?
It's an amazing
Back
thing.
the fuck up.
American way of life.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. What the fuck?
It's an amazing...
What kind of dead air bullshit is that? Good job. Mark Levin, if you get a chance to talk to Mr. Producer, I would tell him that's strike two, and if it happens again, you're on your own.